The Minnesota Twins out west outlasted Oakland for the second straight game. Willi Castro steals home here. Ryan Jeffers keeping that rundown alive just long enough for Willi, Mr. Castro Chaos himself, to get home. Twins get the go-ahead run here on a Kyle Farmer blast in the 7th inning. A's had tied it up at 7, but Farmer puts the Twins up what figured to be for good. Byron Buxton added an insurance run on a 10-pitch at-bat with the bases loaded to draw a walk. He was fired up about that. Good to see some Twins showing some emotion. Jeffers, with a push bunt, the sacrifice squeeze to score Castro there later for another insurance run. So the Twins seal the deal. Not a pretty win, but the Twins seal the deal. They were up 6-0 early on. Carlos Correa and Kyle Farmer each had 3 hits you see here. Michael A. Taylor had a home run and robbed a home run. So a good game from the offense there, scoring some runs. Pitching staff could have been much better. Obviously, Lopez, the main culprit for that. 7 runs in 5 2/3 innings for him. Bullpen with 3 1/3 shutout innings with 2 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Cool to see Oliver Ortega get a high leverage inning there. Saints, Anthony Prato, man, he was just sitting on this thing. Looked like it was teed up. Absolutely destroys this pitch for his 6th home run for the Saints in just 27 games. Guy's been just on fire since joining St. Paul once again. Kind of a nightly feature once again on these system recaps all of a sudden. And he gets to wear the hot dog helmet. Look at that. Crushed. Later on in this game, we see some highlights of him playing third base. Just want to show some of what this guy looks like in the field. He's played 17 games at second, 7 at third, and 5 at shortstops since being called up to St. Paul. Austin Martin, speaking of defense, he was out there in center field. Guy's been playing some second base. I just kind of want to remind you that he exists and show you some highlights of him. This is a good athletic play. He wasn't real sure of where the wall was, excuse me. So not a great judgment of where he was, but a good athletic adjustment and a really nice catch there by Austin Martin in center. You know, again, still probably hasn't played out there in CHS field too much. Getting used to the field, making a nice grab. Jair Camargo. This guy's just too much fun. Love this guy. He hits this one 110.9 miles per hour for his 13th home run of the year. He has crazy power. This guy's a catcher, but he was playing first base tonight. Kind of interesting. I don't recall him playing there before. So getting some more defense in his repertoire, getting the Camargo shuffle there. And, of course, he's getting amped to get the hot dog hat as well. Again, a guy who's always kind of laughing, smiling. His teammates really seem to enjoy him. Jair Camargo, and look at this. Beautiful. We had a couple good bat flips tonight. That one from Camargo, and here is Brooks Lee, who enjoyed this one. This guy's got a lot of power. Doesn't go for power all the time, but man, it's there if he wants it. His 8th home run of the season. He now has an 802 OPS on the year, Brooks Lee, as you see there with the bat drop. Kind of old school Ken Griffey Jr. style there from Brooks Lee. Loving it. Cedar Rapids, man, did this start well for them. They scored 5 runs basically before they recorded an out in this game. At the top of the 1st inning, see here, Tanner Schobel gets it all started with a ground rule double. Manuel Rodriguez gets hit by a pitch there. Kalai Rosario's the next guy up. He gets a little seeing eye single through the infield. And, you know, not a whole lot of damage other than that Tanner Schobel double being done here, but just guys getting it done. And this is a winning Colonel's team. There's a Jorel Ortega opposite field single. Again, just a seeing eye single. Noel Miller's going to draw a walk here. So these guys are just rolling. They've got momentum. The vibes are good. Here, Urbina dumps in a little bloop before Andrew Cassetti gets a sac fly. And just like that, it's 5-0. Cedar Rapids, though, they got up 7-0 in this one. Kind of like the Twins game. They got up 7-0, but they ended up winning 9-7. So much closer than basically an instant 5-0 lead would lead you to hope for. But Here are the notable hitting performers for tonight. Talked about a few of these guys already. Want to call out that Ricardo Olivar had 3 hits, and Danny De Andrade for Fort Myers hit his 7th home run. He's still 19. He's not 20 until April, Danny De Andrade. So definitely a guy shooting up the prospect rankings. Should continue to see that if he pitches well. Here's the pitching breakdown. Both Brent Hedrick and Simeon Woods-Richardson threw for the Saints tonight. Hedrick was particularly good. You see there a beautifully clean line. 3 shutout innings with 4 Ks. Jarrett Wharf is the guy they have as an undrafted free agent. He topped out at 96.2 and has a 1.71 ERA in 31 2/3 innings so far for Fort Myers. There are the results for this evening. Thanks so much for checking this out. Thanks to all the members. Here are the premium members. We'll talk again soon.